Hello, I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. Well, I really was trying to talk about other things and trying to keep out of this rabbit hole that I'm in, and I just can't get it out of my head. So, making these videos about my oldest son and the things that I experienced with him and what he had to experience, and again, where'd my boy go? Is he even still alive? Well, that's right, courts don't even care. It's not their job. That's what they told me. Only their job is to charge me unbelievable amounts of child support above and beyond the legal calculator. They don't care. So, during this time when I was talking about with my son in school and what was going on in school, his mom alienating and turning the school against me, even though every other school that he went to I was able to volunteer in, and the school got to know me as one of the best parents they ever saw. I know because they praised me for it. Praised me, kept asking me to come back and do more because I was so good with the kids and the students. I loved it. I started seeking counseling. This is the first time in my life I ever went to a counselor, and I went to Arbor Behavioral Health Center. I couldn't even believe it. I walked in and laid out my case for the woman about my son's alienation, the abuse to my son, turning to the systems who all just abuse me because I want to care for my kid and stand up and fight for him. And it's their job to protect the community and the children and the victims. And none of them give a damn. None of them. The more I fight, the more they abuse me. It's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. So I went to this counselor, said, you know what, I'm going to try counseling, see if I can get some help somewhere. I'm so desperate, I will turn anywhere for help. Even today, trying. More than 15 years later, still trying to get help, and don't nobody give a shit. So I went and saw this counselor, had a couple of sessions with her. No feedback. The only thing she had for me was, do you need drugs? No. I looked at her and said, drugs do not fix problems. I need help fixing my problems, and I don't need drugs to do it. Well, you sure you don't want to try drugs? Ma'am, I just told you drugs don't fix problems. I have real problems in life. I need help fixing my problems. Well, let's try drugs anyways. You sure you don't want to try? Oh my God, is this all you have for me is drugs? Drugs, drugs, drugs? That's it. Only thing that ever came out of her mouth. All right, well, I guess I'll try the drugs. Let's make me happy about what's going on in my life and the abuse. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong? What counselor says let's drug you and make you think abuse is okay? Well, this one does. But if that's not all bad enough, even though my insurance paid for all of it, my son was being seen at the same exact facility I was. But yet being told by his mom that I don't want nothing to do with him, even though she was the one withholding him from me in my first marriage. It's happening now in my second marriage. Court told me we don't care. I was lucky to see my kid once a year. You're lucky to get whatever you get as a dad, is what I was told. That's illegal. But laws don't matter. Am I really supposed to break and just realize that law is just throw the law book out the window, throw my morals, values out the window, and just go to hell, right? That's what this whole system has led me to believe. Either live in pain and sit and just die in a misery, or I don't even know anymore. I don't. But my son was being seen at the same facility with his mom, claiming that I was refusing to see him. I don't want to be a part of his life, and that I'm a worthless piece of shit. While I'm seeing the same exact facility with the same last name, same insurance. I mean, there was enough indication there that should have been able to set up some red flags, right? I didn't find out until years later that he was being seen by this facility after I quit. I'm like, screw you guys, drugs. I went back for my appointment after she put me on drugs and said, how are the drugs doing for you? I said, man, my problems still exist. They didn't go away. Well, you sure you don't want more drugs? Let's up your dosage. Let's see if we can get it. Yes, man, make me a happy I don't even know is it supposed to make me happy, or is it just supposed to make me retarded to the point where I don't know what's going on anymore? Well, shit, life's already done that to me anyway, right? Well, maybe if they would have talked to me, I mean, I don't even know what's in that entire report because I've already talked about my vision and I can't read. My second wife, when I got that report, was reading it to me and she couldn't even read through the whole entire thing. She was in tears crying and could not believe what was in there. Like my son swinging at his stepdad and trying to hit his stepdad. And my son got punished and got put through therapy for swinging at his stepdad. Well, if they would have talked to me, they would have known that his stepdad was hitting him. Reported to doctors, reported to police, and then nobody, not a single person, gave a damn again about it. I recorded every single conversation with the police, with the doctors, all of it. Took it to court. The court said, you're not allowed to talk to your son no more. What the fuck is this? I can prove undeniable abuse to my son, drugging to my son, his health conditions, doctors saying he's going to die, and your court's going to tell me, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, people. I'm losing it. I am pissed. These are my children. I don't give a shit about me and what they do to me. These are my kids. And they're dying, abused, suffering. And every single system who was supposed to protect them said, go fuck yourself. This is bullshit. So, while I'm at this facility, so is my son being seen at the exact same time. And they couldn't put two and two together. They couldn't put two and two together that we got the same insurance, we got the same last name. And all they want to do is drug me. They're also the same facility who allowed his mom to drug him in kindergarten. No, it was first grade. I'm sorry, it was first grade that she started the drugs. Again, bouncing him from school to school, and it was first grade when she put him on those drugs, when that was not the report from the teacher or the counseling service. Their report was, he's too immature. He started a year early. His birthday fell on a date where he could start this year or next year. She wanted him in school as fast as she could so that she could collect child care, $200 a month in child care for me that I had to pay for when he wasn't even going to child care anymore. He was going to school. No more babysitters, no more daycare. But I still got charged for 3 years for it, even after he was in school, and they don't care. $10,000 just in daycare costs when he didn't go to daycare. But the court didn't care. We show up in court, I file for it, he's not in daycare anymore. We show up in front of the judge, she goes, oh yes he is, look, I've got the proof that he's not. I'm the one who picks him up from school. Judge said, I don't care, get the fuck out of here. Again, don't nobody give a shit. And I got charged roughly $10,000 in daycare costs when I was the one who was taking care of him. This is no shit. It is all documented. You guys can understand more and more and more as I bring these stories to you, where I'm coming from with all of it, why I'm done. I would rather die than keep living in this abuse and watching my children be abused. And once again, didn't nobody give a shit.